Hey there, this is Steve from Steve K's Vaping World with another vape haul. This one comes to us from VaporAlley. So stay tuned right after this. Alright, so I got a few different things from VaporAlley today. Kind of a restock, bunch of new review fodder, I guess. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me open a package because I'm sure you've done that yourself. So let's start things off. I got a pair of Anakin iClear 30s. These are the ones that pack in with the SVD, and these are the retail packaging of them. Not really, I already did a review of this, so I'll stick the link down below. These are available in colors too, little color tinted things. It's one of the ones I use regularly, so these are just kind of re-ups because I really dig this dual coil card. Really nice, especially for CE2. Speaking of dual coil CE2s, the next up are the Mega Twix. These are new cardos on the market. And of course, see, I pre-opened one of these boxes, so I wouldn't sit here fumbling with it, having to make small talk. But of course, I can't get it open now that I'm sitting here with it. So I'm just going to rip it open a little bit. Okay, so here we go. This is also dual coil, but in a different way. 1, 2. You see this here? Between here, I can speak. Between each chamber is sealed, so you can, if you want to or not, you can put 2 different flavors of e-liquid and vape them both at the same time. So this one will definitely need to get a review to see if that's a goofy novelty or actually an idea worth having. Last up on the tank front is this here, the AGI. It's one of these fancy, gigantical, by the way. Compare that to the iClear, right? Check it out. This thing's like monstrously huge. To be honest, I've never really dealt with any of these Genesis style rebuildables, so this should be interesting. This one comes with assorted pieces, parts. Let's get you some starter silica wick, no stainless, I guess, and a coil and that sort of thing. Whether or not I can build in that into something useful, time will tell. Moving on, I also have an APV, if you will. This is going to be the Sigelei, whatever. This is the T-Max, not to get confused, of course, with the Z-Max. This is a box mod, and it's quite hefty. Very sizable device. It's heavy as heck too. And I know, first thing I noticed here were these 2 caps, and they both unscrew. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. 2 battery things, but once you open it, like right, one's a smaller. Probably will not be able to see that. One's a smaller chamber. Here's the smaller one. The other one's deeper. I actually have to kind of figure out what's going on with this thing, but basically it looks like you have one or the other, like one's a storage, because one of the end caps, foam, so yeah, there ain't no circuitry going through there. Of course, the other one has that kind of a super cheap spring and a plastic end cap. Look forward for a review in the future as I spend some time with that. Alright, last thing in the shipment here is a starter kit. This comes from Blue Vapor, and it's the BUTE. This is kind of a goofy thing. It's a clearomizer and kind of a mini e-cig all in one. So the I guess the battery goes in the middle. I'll open this up here. Something that caught my eye, and I kind of hate when factories do this, is they put their certifications. That one really pisses me off because clearly there's no FDA approval of e-cigarettes at this point. So we open this guy up. Do a quick show and tell here. So it comes with 2 units, and there is, the usual chargers and whatnot here. I should have pre-unwrapped this for you guys. It's actually a little greasy, so they've factory pre-lubricated these things. Okay, I'm back with this thing. I didn't want you to sit there while I struggled trying to figure out how to open it. This was, it unscrews down here. It's just super tight. Plus, this thing is just covered in factory whatever. I don't like to prejudge kits, but I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this one yet. We'll have to see. So it unscrews from the bottom. And the little gasket just popped right off there. I'm going to assume it was up here. So really super huge CE2 that you basically stick a mini e-cig battery in. Kind of weird. This drip tip unscrews as well, which is a kind of a CE4 style. Okay, so charging, there's a teeny tiny little pinhole back there, you see? There we go. And got what is essentially a proprietary, I mean it could be something standard like a Nokia, whatever, USB pass-through PAL. Yeah, you might want to hold off till I actually review this thing to see if it's, all of this weirdness actually makes for a decent e-cigarette. Guess it's a neat idea. If you don't like, having that big CE4 sticking on the end of something. So time will tell on this one. Anyway, I've stumbled through yet another video vape haul, so I'll leave it at that. I'm Steve K of Steve K's Vaping World. Signing off. Happy vaping. See you soon. Promise.